Joel Cox, TTFA referee, a father, a husband, also working sales and marketing. And basically that's me in a nutshell.
Nikolai Nyron, student, son, TTFA referee, CONCACAF official, and soon to be FIFA official.
Pretty simple actually. The different zones within the country, both Trinidad and Tobago, after their respective seasons, probably a couple months after, they usually send out communication openly for new recruits. You go through a few weeks of classes, you write the exam, and thereafter, once you pass the exam and stuff, you take it from there. Probably within the next season, they would include you within their zonal games, and pretty much after that, it's on you as to how far you go.
By saying it's on you, it's more of how far you want to go in terms of how much dedication, time and effort you want to put into it. Physical fitness, that's your responsibility. Technical as well as your responsibility. Everything just boils down on you at the end of the day, every day. Yeah. A general view of it is, all right, so let's say Sunday is a match day. So Sunday is match day, Monday is recovery, Tuesday would be high intensity, Wednesday would be a medium intensity, Thursday you go back again at high intensity. Friday would be like a active/passive recovery. So you ride, you swim, you do more activities to come off your foot. Yeah. And Saturday is pre-match. I work with a fitness instructor from FIFA, and he would send a program, but at the end of the day, it's for me to follow the program and even do more than what the program asks. We have technical sessions with the MA instructors, and that's just one session per week.
Yeah, well, for me, it's definitely very difficult, and I mean, it has impacted in me reaching a certain level in my fitness at times, because as I said, I'm a father. That's my first priority and responsibility. Then I'm a husband, so after create time for my wife, I have my job that I need to be committed and dedicated to. So away from it just being hectic, sometimes it takes a lot on your body. So I always have to be creative in how I find that time, or how I ensure that I am rested enough. You have to manage your time a lot, but sometimes what happens, because of you have children and stuff, a lot of things come up that you didn't expect to, that you now have to work it. It could, I think it could, but let us be honest, while the sport in the country and the whole doesn't have that, to be honest. Yeah. So it's not to say whether it's football or football administrators or anything at all. It's just football as a commodity, right? Sport as a commodity right now need a little bit more investment in my view. I think there was a point in time where I was a bit ahead of Nyron. Right now I would say he's a little bit ahead of me. But we both learn from each other, to be honest. Yeah. And we both critique each other. So I wouldn't really give a view as to who's better than who, but he's doing pretty well right now.
No man, as good friends as we are, I actually admitted to him, I say, yo, I think, there's some elements of your game that I wish I had, because your game would never be the full package. It wouldn't be totally polished. The elements in my game that I would like to change, and he has some of it. Sometimes I'm a bit too, I would say, eager and too quick to do certain things and end up looking more on the hasty side, and he would be more cool and calm and collective about it and get a job done in a much smoother way. But I would say in the limelight, it would seem as though I am the better referee, but the referee is only as good as his previous game. So you may come and see me do a game and it may not be to the best of your standard or what you would think is the standard set for refereeing, and then you may watch Joel's game and he's like totally in his element and doing the right thing. So I'd say our referee is only as good as his previous game. In terms of safety and local football, I would say yes. I would say yes.
I feel pretty safe, to be honest. The committees, to me, have been trying their best to curb insecurity for officials by providing either police officers or security firms to help with that aspect of the game. So I feel pretty safe. Definitely, I have been encouraging a number of females to join refereeing, to be honest. Unfortunately, the only thing about it though, just probably over the weekend I was having a conversation with my wife about females and refereeing, because I was explaining to a couple of young ladies that I was encouraging to join the fraternity, if you want to call it that. And it wasn't from the point of violence, but it was more the point of ridicule in a sense, and that really comes from the society. Not everybody respect women properly, or you always have a slight remark or some sexist remark.
Definitely.
So because you're coming into what we like some people call a man's game, that's what some people call it, but it clearly
just a game.
It's something different. I do try to mimic aspects of people who I believe in places that I would like to go. But there are a number of referees. I have been looking at old games at Howard Webb. You're looking at Klassenberg. I actually looking at Panini. The guy from Panama. What is his name?
Pitti.
Pitti. You see?
John Pitti.
I actually like his style of refereeing. John Pitti. I always look at him. I look at the other referee from Germany. So it's just aspects of everyone's game that I try to pick up and emulate.
I see it differently in terms of, at the end of the day, that's your competition. You might say, yeah, I'm not a FIFA official now, but when you are, that would be your competition at the end of the day. So you would always try to be the best or better than the current group of referees that there are right now. So, but I've done a lot of research and listened and watched a lot of documentaries. So I've looked at Pierluigi Collina's videos. I've looked at Howard Webb's videos. I looked at some videos from David Ellery from England, Felix Breisch from Germany, and even in our own, region, CONCACAF, there are a lot of quality officials. So you look at the Cesar Ramoses from Mexico, the John Pitti from Panama, my good colleagues in Jamaica and El Salvador, Ocean Nation, and Ivan Barton. So they are all good referees, but at the end of the day, that will be your competition. So the worst call, I would say the worst call I ever made, being honest, is my second or first game, my first game ever as a referee. I don't know why I called handball up to this point, and well, not even handball. I still don't know at the end of the day what it is, but I called a penalty, and up to this day I don't know what I called the penalty for. That was my first ever game, and it built a lot of character because of the culture we live in, referee this, referee that, and it just moved further from that. And at that point I wanted to stop refereeing, but the next day I had another game and I just went straight into it. Telling you? To be honest, there's not anything that stands out to me in particular as to say my worst call, but I would refer to a game I did recently in the FCB Cup, where there was an infringement that occurred in front of my assistant referee one,
we simultaneously signaled for, so I blew my whistle and he flickered his flag for foul. So we simultaneously made the call. However, he went for the attacking player and I now went for the defending player. As an assistant referee, really supposed to be assisting, but he kind of insists. At the point in time, I just told myself, hey, I'm the referee, so it was a simultaneous call. I'm going with my call. However, on review, right after the game, my call was actually a bit wrong, even though there was an infringement, yes, but the person who initiated the contact would have been the defender and not the attacker. So, in that instance, I would say of recent time, that would have been my worst call.
I wouldn't say most important in a sense, but the most highlighted call I've ever made was the.
How can you forget that?
How can you forget that? The TTFA League Cup, which was the first ever edition. Yeah, the first ever edition between Prisons and Guaya FC. So in the 89th minute of the game, Guaya is leading 2-1 and the ball comes straight from a goal kick. And the defender it was Guaya's goal kick, sorry. It came straight from Guaya's goalkeeper and the defender from Prisons contested the ball along with a Guaya attacker. The Prisons defender played the ball and a Guaya attacker was in an offside position and he just ran straight onto the ball and scored. But it only sounds simple because I stated it like that, but the assistant referee actually went up for offside because he was unsure as to who played the ball, and I had to wave him down and allow the play to continue and goal. So in the 89th minute, people will be like, what is referee doing? But at the end of the day, it was a great call. It was the correct call, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters, the correct call.